morning, students. We have completed our unit 1. Also, we have completed our unit 2 lesson plus poem. Yesterday, we learned about poems MCQ. Today, we are going to learn unit 3 Taro's River. Taro is the name of a young boy. Actually, this is a beautiful story about a son and his poor parents. And Taro was living with his parents nearby a hilly area. Actually, it is a Chinese people story. Okay, you can see in the book, in the picture, people are Chinese. Okay, so Taro was living with his parents. He was a woodcutter, and they were living in a very poor condition. They were very poor, but the Taro was cutting a wood and earning the money, but that money was not enough for him. He wanted to give a better life for his parents. So one day he was thinking like that, and they were sitting and talking. One night his father said, I wish to drink a little sake. Sake means a soup. No? In Chinese it is a sake, but in our language it is a soup. He liked to drink a soup. That much poor condition they were living that he doesn't have money to buy a soup also. So the young woodcutter is thinking Taro that he wants to give a better life for his father and mother. So one day he was cutting a wood near the hilly area, and there he heard a sound of stream. Stream is flowing somewhere. Actually, this is imagination of writer of the story. He is imagining in his mind this now. Step comes what new reality is going to happen with that. So near the hilly area, a cliff is there, and there a stream is flowing. The sake heard the sound. Before he had come many times this place, but he had not seen this place, and there was no stream at all. Okay, so he was so surprised. He had a small bottle like, and he goes and fills the water in it. And when he drinks, he feels something new. He feels that he is drinking a sake. So he drank first. Then returning back to home, he took it to his father and mother. That night they were so happy. Gave to his father the sake, and the parents were so happy. Like that, slowly, every day he used to bring little every day, and they started to become very rich. And slowly the parents thought of giving a big feast to the village people, and village people also were very surprised that they were so poor and how they have become a richer. Then somebody overheard through the window, and what happened? The village people spread the news about it, and they went to the near the cliff. Early morning there were so many people with big balls. They went to them, and reaching there when they were feeling it nobody felt. It was just simple water. It was just simply a water that everybody felt it. Then what happens? One day he was again cutting the wood, and the king was coming, and these people, what happens? It becomes a king was coming, and from king the Taro got a river, because whatever he had he was sharing with others. Okay, so let us go through the chapter. I shall read it line by lines. I have written the whichever hard words are there in the book. I have written it. So this is a story about the thoughtful and loving son. Okay, who is thinking about his parents. He works hard to fulfill his parents' wishes and gets some unexpected help. He never. What was that unexpected help? I told you just now that the stream which was now never he had seen there was a stream and he got a sake from it. A young woodcutter named Taro lived with his mother and father on a lonely hillside. Hillside, young, a small in age, and hillside means close to hills. All day long he chopped wood in the forest. Chopped means he cut the wood in the forest. Though he worked very hard, he earned very little money. Though he was working very hard daily, he was earning very less money. This made him sad, for he was a thoughtful son and wanted to give his old parents everything they needed. So the whole day he was working very hard, still he was earning very less money, and he was very much sad about it. Okay, he was very much sad about it, and he thought to give his parents a very good life. One evening, when Taro and his parents were sitting in a corner of their hut means chupri like. So one evening they were sitting together in a hut. A strong wind began to blow. A strong wind, a cool breeze started to blow. And Taro's father, it whistled through a cracks of the hut, and everyone felt very cold. So the strong whistle passed noisily cracks the narrow gaps in the huts. Okay, so through that the strong wind blew and everybody felt very cold. Maybe it is a winter time. So everybody felt very cold. Suddenly Taro's father said, I wished I had a cup of sake. It would warm me and do my old heart good. So when the strong wind blew away, the Taro's heart suddenly had an desire to have a little hot sake, so that he will have a good health and he could not have felt so cold. This made Taro sadder than ever, for the heart-warming drink called sake was very expensive. My heart will feel good. That sake was actually very expensive and Taro cannot afford, because though he was working hard every day, he was earning very less money. How do I earn more money? He asked himself. So the Taro is asking himself how I will earn this money, because very expensive sake. How do I get a little sake for my poor old father? He decided to work harder than before. So inside, when his father expressed his feeling, inside he was feeling very sad, because sake was so expensive and he was feeling that how can I get a good sake for my parents. So this way he decided to work very hard. Next morning, Taro jumped out of bed earlier than usual and made his way to the forest. So then every day, the next day, the Taro got up early and went to work hard, so that day he can cut more wood and he can earn more money. He chopped and cut as the sun climbed. Till the sun goes up means till the evening, till the sunset, he went on cutting, cut and chopped the wood, because he wanted to earn more money and buy the sake for his parents. He chopped and cut as the sun climbed, and soon he was so warm that he had to take off his jacket, and he felt so sweating like he felt. Perspiration means pasina like he felt, and he had to remove his jacket. His mouth was dry because working hard. As we feel thirsty, his mouth also felt thirsty and it was very dry. And his face was wet with sweat. Sweat means pasina, no? Perspiration I have written here. With that it was filled and he felt like bringing something. My poor old father, he thought, if only he was as warm as I. So thinking his mouth was dry, he was sweating like anything. So he felt like I am sweating. My father also could have sweat like that, my poor father. And with that he began to chop even faster, thinking of the extra money he must earn to buy the sake to warm the old man's bones. So, thinking about his father, again though it was a sunset, he started to work very hard and to earn a more money in order to buy a sake for his father. Then suddenly Taro stopped chopping. Suddenly, immediately he first stopped chopping. What was that sound he heard? Could it be possible be rushing water? So, could it be possible that water is rushing from where? Because many of the time Taro had come to this place and there was no water at all like this. Okay, there was no water at all falling. Taro could not remember ever seeing or hearing a rushing stream in that part of the forest. He was thirsty. The axe dropped out of his hand and he ran in the direction of the sound. Then what happened? Because he was very thirsty, his mouth was very dry. So what he did? He just kept his axe there and went from where the sound was coming to drink little water. Taro saw beautiful little waterfall hidden behind a rock. What did he see? He saw a waterfall hidden behind a rock. Keenly at a place where the water flowed quietly. He cupped a little in his hand and put it to his lips. So he was very happy seeing the water. So he took a little water in his hand because the area also was very clean. He took little water and started to drink it. Was it water? Or was a sake? So, as soon as he took a little water and started to drink from his hand, he was so surprised because there was another taste for water. And what it? He felt, was it a water or it was a sake? He tasted it again and again to satisfy himself. अपने आप को संतोष देने के लिए उसने again and again he is drinking that water because he felt a different taste. He tasted it again and again and always it was the delicious sake instead of the cold water. The more time he drank, the more time he felt that it was not really a water, it was really a sake which he was tasting in his mouth. So today I'll teach you till here. Okay, I have written the words meaning. Please take a new page. Write down the words meaning in your notebook and also write down today's date on the corner of your page. Please, dear students, do not forget to write date and complete your work. Next further chapter will continue tomorrow. Thank you. Have a good day.